No, I still can't hear. Oh, I can't hear. I can't. Okay, gotcha. Yes, sir. We're like usually the first two. They always give it time, and then it's like 20 minutes later. I turned on my computer for the first time in like 3 weeks, and all of my audio settings were like just completely reset. So we did like a mini moon. So we just like did a weekend getaway in Orangeville, Ontario, and we found this like little cottage cabin thing and just kind of chilled there for the weekend.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah. Oh, hello. Thank
Oh,
you.
hello. They're fantastic. They're so good. I haven't gone through all of them because there's like a million of them, but so good.
There's a ton. The ones near the end are really good because we just started like heading inside. We were like done taking pictures, and then the photographers were like, "Holy shit, it's golden hour. Let's stay out for another like 10 minutes and take pictures." So
Nice.
those ones are like really good.
Dope. I think I got to the first look, and then there may have just been like groom and groomsmen pics, and then I think that's where
Right.
I stopped.
Yeah.
It's
And
so
then
good.
that
There's some really good ones
first
like
one.
you and dad like fiddling with your tie and stuff like that in the waiting room that we were in.
Yeah. Yeah, that was good.
All right, gotta get back into the mode. Where were we? Secundus is mine.
Do I get Battlefield 6 or do I not get Battlefield 6?
They do it. You only live once, somebody said one time.
And then they died of exposure because they spent all their money
Times.
on video games. I hear Dark Raiders really good.
Man, I'm out of the loop. I used to like pay so much attention to that stuff, and like games are releasing that I'm like, whoa, I didn't even know that was like announced. Like Borderlands, what just came out? Borderlands something.
4?
Was it 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, Borderlands. I was like, they even announced a Borderlands 4. Like I'm just sort of the loop. I wonder if it's any good
Yeah.
though. Oh,
Hello, everybody.
Frankie baby,
Frank Lavelle,
Francine.
Francois.
Have you seen bits and pieces of Dispatch?
I don't think so.
It
Dispatch
looks
the
really good.
game.
Looks really good.
Dispatch on
It is a
the game.
game. I thought it was a show, but it's a video game.
What do you do? What are the? Oh, it's like a. Oh, I thought this was a show too.
Yeah.
I see ads for it all the time on Critical Role.
Yeah. I think it's their production or something like that. And like there's a lot of uh
They
like
it's
YouTubers, gaming
bicycle, yeah.
YouTubers and stuff in it. Alana Pierce is in it. There's a few like pretty like big names, big actors in it.
I 100% thought this was a TV show.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Feels
neat.
like a really good candidate for a TV show. I almost think I'd prefer that.
Yeah. 100%.
It looked good.
Amy!
It almost looked like a workplace
Help him!
Invincible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I was like, oh, okay, I'll like watch someone play it or something, right? And then I don't know if you saw the clip where it's that song. It's like, I can show you how to make a pound cake, and it just like it fucking drops, and it's so hard, and I was like, fuck, I might buy this. Holy
Just
shit.
from the drop.
Just from
Yeah.
that fucking drop, dude.
The advertising gotcha.
Yeah.
I think it's because of you guys, but Sleep Token has been coming up on my feed a lot lately.
When she
Hell
comes
yeah.
up, she'll put lotion
Hell
on my
yeah.
feet.
They're making it, dude. They're crazy now.
Dude, you're naked.
Sleep
Go
Token's
away,
sick.
alright? You either put some
And
clothes
like
on
I think
or stay
Christian
out of
and I, when they went on their
Or stay
previous
outta here.
tour, we
Or
just
stay outta
put in
here.
under the wire
Come
of
on!
like tickets for their shows were like $100
Because you
or
don't have
something
your
like
clothes
that.
on.
Now
I'm
I
doing
wouldn't
something.
definitely be able to afford
Go
a Sleep Token.
away if you're gonna not have
Yo,
clothes
they're on my
on.
bucket list. I have to go.
Go!
Man.
And their
You
music is a lot more
too.
technical than people
Get
think.
out of here!
Like when I saw that they had like progressive in their genre, I was like, it's not really progressive though. They kind of repeat the same lyrics, the same chorus, like it's But then you try and learn it, and you realize, oh, actually, chorus 1, 2, and 3 are all different keys, or like they change up the chord progression, or like you're like, wow, okay, this is way more than I thought it would be. Some of the chords are like jazz chords too. I'm like, geez Louise.
Yeah.
Rick Beato had like a special on it, and I don't know, like it was just like, wow, I didn't know the music was this complicated, so I'm gonna sit down and back away from it.
Rick Beato. Oh yeah. Yeah, because I thought I was like, oh, I'm just gonna learn whatever on like acoustic guitar. It seems pretty easy. And then I'm like, I have to learn 5 different songs in one song. You know what I mean? Like usually it's just you learn the 4 chords of the verse and the chorus, and you're like, oh, I know the whole song.
Yeah.
It's like, geez, I have to learn like.
He's like they're doing whole key changes and shit and doing weird
Yeah.
stuff.
So good, man. I love them.
Like every once in a while, I'll try to pick up the acoustic. And they try to learn Missing Limbs, and then I'm like, oh, can't. Holy shit.
Try to learn what? Sorry, Dill?
Missing Limbs. And like
Missing
that's probably one of their like lesser complex sounds, but I'm like, holy shit.
I'll check that one out. Algorthia Naculite. Algorthia Naculite. Lajin approves. Gotta get the accent back. Secondis Nuts Part 1 and 2. Session 21.
Had to kick the kids out of the room because they're mostly in their underwear all the time, and I don't particularly want that to be flagged on my YouTube account.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Now, if your wife walks in the room,
Sorry, man, you got a subscriber to that one, so.
That's how we get all the views. We're the D&D channel where the wives walk in behind. You're like, wait a minute.
Auto. So,
Wow, it's been so long. D&D Beyond signed me out. Jeez Louise. Okay, so we're back at the place where we fought the giant skeleton that Christian peed on, correct?
We were like we had just gotten done, and we were like at the at maybe the throne room or something that we'd stopped to take a short rest, and then I like collapsed.
Hmm.
Trying to remember.
Right, because we went to the back to the throne room because we ran away from the PP skeleton.
Well, I think, yeah. Didn't we ultimately?
We beat it, but
yeah.
I mean, you guys beat it. I pulled a what's his name? Who's the guy that ran away that one battle and then they kicked him out of Critical Role?
I did not see that.
I remember his name.
But it may not matter if Steven never comes. So. Frank,
Yes.
I did a no, and I committed a change to a code base on Friday and left.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but I paid for it. So
That is always the worst. Right in production.
yeah, right into production. I mean, I had it in test, but I don't have a way to really run it in test. You know what I mean? Like the same things aren't happening in test.
Yep.
So part of the way our accounts do like a nightly refresh of all their authorizations, and for whatever reason, because the main thing I was trying to do was shorten the lifespan of our alumni accounts from 5 years to 1 year. And so that seemed fairly easy because it was just instead of 5 times 365, I just changed it to 365. And unfortunately, on the nightly, and that worked for most of it, except on the nightly refresh, it does some kind of weird bullshit about seeing if your authorization is still valid based on that 5 times 365 added to the date you graduated plus 90 days. And if it's not, it expires your stuff, like for the existing things.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't know. So I had to change a bunch of shit around and wake the database people up to let me have developer access again to code base and revert it. It was annoying. I sent out emails to 9,000 alumni account people saying their accounts were going to expire.
You sent something out, sent an email to 9,000 accounts?
Oh, yeah, yep.
Damn.
Send out an email to all those accounts congratulating them on not clicking on the phishing test.
Yeah, phishing test. I don't care. This is actually a secondary function that was tacked onto me. So I've got one of those.
So if you do a bad job on it, they might give it to somebody else.
Let me bring up my job description, and it's not there. Okay. I mean, this code base, just one package is over 3,000 lines long, and then the part that fucked up, it jumps over to a different package that I didn't evaluate, and I don't even know how many lines it is, but it was made like 15, 20 years ago.
Barf.
Yeah, spoopy.
That 5 times 365 was. Are those in variables or are they hard coding that?
They're hard coded.
God damn it.
Yeah.
I guess that's something easy to search for in the code base.
Yeah, that whenever I was looking, I was like, man, this would be easy to fix. I mean, this would be easy to change, which it was. And then so I changed it, but it's fed as a variable to another function in a different package. to evaluate graduation dates and if the authorization is the same or not. It reissues the same exact authorization every fucking night. I don't know. I think I might just leave that one part of it because I changed it in a couple other places and it seemed to do what I was expecting except for that one thing. You know, the one thing I didn't want, and it was very visible. Even Christian's here before Steven.
Oh shit.
How was the Wizard of Oz thing? That sounded cool as fuck.
That's in 2 weeks.
No, that's the 15th.
Yeah, we're leaving the 13th and then coming back the 15th.
Is it just something they're doing on the Sphere or what?
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be super sick. My grandpa's a big Wizard of Oz freak, so.
Oh, is he?
Nice.
Did he sync up Wizard of Oz and the Dark Side of the Moon record?
Yeah, I think that's when you're supposed to try to sync up.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah, we're stoked.
oh yeah, Ty. I listened to that cover of what you sent finally. But it was crazy. It's really
It's so good, eh?
It was like beautiful.
He's crying over there. Look at the tears.
I saw like cover of Sleep Tokens Euclid, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll see it, and maybe I'll learn it. And then I was like, I'm not learning that, bro.
Really?
That's crazy.
We watched it, and I was like, fuck, why didn't I walk down the aisle to this song?
Oh, that's what I thought. I was like, yo, that would have been good to walk down the aisle to. That would have been sick.
Did you
Literally,
walk down the aisle to a Sleep Token song?
So funny story. So like, yes, I did. Okay, but I had found a piano cover that was like really good,
Yeah.
and it was like appropriate for a wedding setting, right?
Yeah. Orchestral covers of modern music are now the normal wedding music.
Yeah. And so we're about to like walk out, like I'm next in line, and I'm like freaking out. Like my nerves are like 20 out of 10, and I'm like tearing up. Yes. And then I realized that instead of playing the file that we sent, they just played like
It's playing the audio file to your sex tape.
exactly. It was playing the instrumental of the song, which the song was "The Night Does Not Belong to God," and they just played the instrumental, which like that's like okay, but it's like it's still a good song, but it's not like appropriate for a wedding. You know?
Yeah, bottom line, kind of played the wrong song.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Bottom line, they played the wrong song, and but at the same time, that completely took me out of it. Like I came back down. I was just like, oh my god, this is so scary. Like this is the wrong song.
Yeah. Hey, what the fuck? Yeah.
It's like that's weird.
DJ's not getting a tip.
Yeah. There were issues with the DJ as well, but then I found out later that it was more of a miscommunication on our end, so wasn't a huge deal. And like it wasn't noticeable to anybody, but so.
You know that Sleep Tokens officially hit the mainstream because they started playing it on Walmart radio.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
wow.
Yeah.
That's big.
I was at work the other night, and I was just walking
Weird.
around it,
Yeah, that's
and
a
it just
weird song to. That's weird music to play on Walmart.
and I was just like, oh god! And I was like, this is the first time I'm hearing Walmart radio, and of course it's the song Caramel, which I hate.
Really?
And then I cannot stand that song.
That's probably my favorite song on the new album. Like it's not like my
Yeah.
favorite song, but favorite song on the album.
And then like 2 nights ago, I was walking around and I was like, what? I was like, more Sleep Token? I was like, oh, it's probably Caramel again. And then I started listening because I like had my earbud in so I can't like hear it. And then I took my earbud out and I was like, oh no, thank God it's Emergence. But I was like, damn this. And then my buddy that I work with, he was like, this is Sleep Token? And I was like, yeah. I was like, this is a song I like. And then he was listening to it. And then he messaged me like 5 minutes later. He's like, "This song is still playing." I said, "Yeah, they have long ass songs, dude."
Yeah, that's like because I was like, when you guys started talking about it, I was like, oh, I'll put some on, and then I was like looking at how long they are. I was like, man, I don't have the attention span for it anymore.
One of my
Like,
best
you
friends,
know-
God love him. It's become his tism. It's all he fucking talks about or listens to. And I'm like, brother.
They do that to you. It's really weird. Like I'm coming off of it now, but it's been like a year. Or like I hit Spotify and I hit Sleep Token.
See,
Like probably more than a year.
American politics are saying that Tylenol is what caused autism, but really it was in vitro, auditory stimulation from Sleep Token that caused autism.
Listen to Caramel a couple times and you're loving trains for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Inverter? No, what would we call it?
Yeah, Caramel's an auto skip for me.
In utero, I think so. Yeah,
I was telling them just before you came in, Christian, that them hitting the mainstream now, and like you and I got into one of their tours just before their prices, I'm sure, got super jacked up.
Yeah. Yeah, my friend the other day who's obsessed with music.
You were listening to it before it was cool.
He was like, I'd pay at least $500 to be like in the front row. And I'm like, you're stupid.
Crazy.
So their concert's more of a light show anyway.
There was another band, so Kim's favorite band, completely opposite genre. The band Camino, very very pop and kind of a boy bandish pop rock. And anyways, we went to I think 2 or 3 shows of them, and like tickets were like $50, $25, something like that maybe. I could be exaggerating, maybe it was a bit more. But yeah, in the past couple of years, it was kind of the same thing. They're now they're on the radio and they're playing pretty big shows, and now sure like tickets are like $500.
Yeah.
Sucks.
I'm gonna go tuck some kids in. I'll be right back.
All right.
Yeah, that is like the first time I saw Post Malone was like one of his festivals, and the ticket was like $40.
Pretty sweet. Yeah, Kim's seen Post Malone 2 or 3 times now.
Yeah, I've seen him 3 times.
That's awesome.
Going to see the Jonas Brothers in December.
Pretty sweet.
Because they added a show in Dallas. And a friend of mine wants to go, so
I've seen some clips. It looks like they put on a pretty good show for everyone.
they're like a full like jazz band and shit. I was like, what the fuck? Jonas Brothers? What are we doing here?
Yeah, so.
Like a full horn section? I was like, alright, whatever. I'm down.
Frank, I've started collecting small card games we can play on Thursdays if we ever start doing that again.
That's a good idea.
I've got a Blade Runner 2049 Nexus Protocol.
Any of you guys play Magic the Gathering?
Played a
Y'all.
game or two.
Gotten really into it recently.
You
Honestly,
fool.
Recently. Yeah, don't do it.
Yeah.
Also,
Like, I've-
recently is the bad. Like, this is a bad time to get into it. They have such corny bullshit going on.
For sure, for sure. Like I just like the Lord of the Rings like series.
Yeah.
I really, really like.
Yeah.
Frank, I know you're saying corny, but they're doing exactly what they know they're doing. They're trying to reach different audiences. Like
I think
they
I'm okay with the
they've been
ones that are
licensing
thematically
everything.
appropriate.
I'm,
Like,
I'm sitting here looking at my Spider-Man box of Spider-Man Magic cards.
see, that's a problem.
there was one of the big head honchos of Magic. Somebody asked him basically that question, like, why is this so corny? And then he just answered like, do none of you have children? Like, if you don't like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cards, don't buy them. Like, or for kids who like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like you don't have to participate.
That's bullshit. That's the same stuff that you get from like COD and Fortnite, where if you don't like this outfit, don't buy it. But you have to stare at every other person who bought it.
But it's true though. Well, you know, like it's clearly a money grab, and that's what they're doing it for. You know, they're not doing it for the overall like meta for people to play by. They're just giving people essentially the same cards with different art on
And I've never played a Commander game, but obviously everybody seems to be playing Commander these
them.
days.
Frank, is it Frank? Yeah, Frank hates Commander.
Absolutely.
I'm also not a fan of it. And I haven't played Magic in forever. Like, it's fine, but I'm like, ugh.
Have you been playing the physical cards, or are you doing like Magic Gathering Arena or something?
I just watch it.
I've been playing the physical. My sister-in-law is a coworker who just got rid of like thousands of cards, and he was like, "Yo, I hear your brother-in-law likes Magic. Does he want them?" So he just gave me like thousands of cards. So I've been like trying to catalog them and go through them a little bit, just see what I got. I'm trying to like get some good ideas for like Commander decks because a lot of my friends play Commander. But then also, like, I find the cards like aren't super expensive. Like, if you missed out on, like, I missed out on the Lord of the Rings thing. I bought a couple of packs and stuff like that, but I didn't get like the pre-cons or anything. But like, if I wanted like a Sauron Dark Lord card, like those are like $10 online. Like, who cares? Or like,
Well,
Final
when you
Fantasy,
get a whole
like-
play set of cards, that's suddenly $40 instead of 10.
Well, I mean, like, if you want, like, if you're playing Commander, you can buy like a single Sauron and then build a deck around it with cards you already have, type deal.
Oh
Which is,
yeah,
like,
gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, pre-con's like $100, which can be pretty expensive.
Which is crazy because they used to be like 30.
Yeah, but I will say this, like the $30 decks, which they do still sell, are only like anywhere from like 40 to 60 cards, whereas the commander decks are like 100 cards plus 2 booster packs plus blah blah blah. Like they're pretty like
They usually come in like a nice case and shit too. So
yeah, they're pretty good
they
packages.
they come with the big art card, you know, or the big card. Oh, what 7 or 8 years ago we were into it, the playing Commander and shit.
Yeah.
Maybe 10.
I jumped back into Skyrim not too long ago.
So where is it?
Great game.
But I started. I did the God mode. What do you call it? Not like a mod or anything or like a cheat, but it's like taking advantage of the game not working properly. Just like stacking spells on spells and stuff like that, and enchantments.
Basically saying you're a cheater.
Semi, but it's all in game.
Man, I'm a scummy save scummer for sure. I'm definitely like I'm gonna save it here, try something. If it doesn't work, reload.
I don't judge anybody because play the game exactly how you want to play the game. I don't give a fuck, you know.
Yeah, fair.
We've
Especially
got
if
some
I'm-
friends. We've got some friends that are real big purists of, you know, like play the game blind. You know, don't you know, like don't look anything up, and if you do, you're a piece of shit. You know.
Yeah. Like,
Sometimes though, you'll get into a conversation with somebody, and like you'll be like, "Oh, I want to build a really good relationship with this person." So they'll like the NPC will say something, you'll be like, "That's cool," and the NPC will be like, "What do you mean by that?" And all of a sudden you're fighting them. You're like, "I just thought
Are
it
you
was
talking
cool."
about real
bro.
life, or you like? Because this sounds just like real life.
Or like
yeah,
you'll
I have that
Remember-
problem with like scripted conversations as well, is where I will try to say or do something that seems totally innocuous to me. You know, that
Yeah.
was the right thing to do, and all of a sudden, you know, the writer's like, "Fuck you,
Yeah.
that was wrong. You just released a banshee into your own asshole." Like, what?
Yeah.
There was no indication of that. It was like, did I miss some sort of key or key phrase?
Or like I was playing honor mode in Baldur's Gate 3 and I misclicked something and I like my character like stole something on the ground or something like that. And it was like a loaf of bread. And then it was like but a temporary hostile fighting.
Guards! Yeah.
Oh,
Kill this
I-
man!
Nah,
Or
control
like in Baldur's Gate 3 when you get onto that ship going to the like on the Underdark,
Hmm.
I think it was. And I just literally first turn of the bad guy shoves my main character off the boat. Insta dead. Like no reviving him, can't use a scroll because he's off a fucking boat. Like, what?
Brutal.
I think it might get canceled tonight.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, 917. He messaged okay, sorry. Okay.
Which I'm fine with. I've had a pretty shitty day. So, like,
Okay,
I was talking to Steven about, you know, the impact of being in Secundus's mind and stuff. I don't know if you guys have talked to him yet or not, like what kind of rewards or session impact it'll have on your character, but I don't know. What I talked to him about with mine was, of course, some physical development, you know, with the arms and crap of his body, but I was also looking at potentially like an aura that Secundus is going to be inventing that might have an effect on characters.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So what we experience in Secundus's mind is going to specifically have a mechanical effect on our characters.
I would assume so. Hopefully at least around Secundus. Um,
Yeah.
I guess primarily for those that participated, especially with Rene. Christian, I don't think you did you? You're like, nah, not me, or something. Like, what's that smell of blood?
Think so. I can't remember.
Yeah.
It was just one of those things.
Dog guy gonna hunt.
Get out of here, man. Sure.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying the story so far, and like the kind of what Secundus is like going through. There's like this contrast of like you in your head it's like a robot, but it's like Secundus has gone through so much.
Yeah, and then some of the discovery of what he's been through has been. I didn't have that all the way. Like I had it mapped out a little differently in my head the way, but the way Steven played it, I liked it too. So it's interesting. I'm curious to get into some of the backstory of you guys. I don't know what kind of weird shit Majin's been into, but it's more. I feel like it was almost more like body horror stuff. I don't know, like.
I mean, I'm a big fan of Lovecraft, so
Yeah.
there's some crazy stuff going on there.
You should have played that superhero game Steven was trying to get going. I made a Lovecraftian superhero.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Cause I was like thinking, I was like, man, there's like no superheroes with this weird Eldritch, powers based in like maybe Eldritch stuff, but in the more morbid, terrifying sense, So like the way my character's powers manifested, he would, instead of changing costumes, he would his physical body would, like, the flesh would just explode into this mush, and then his superhero persona would be there. And it was like this weird like folded Play-Doh amalgam, humanoid thing. Eyeless.
Didn't I chastise you for doing that and like traumatizing the janitors that would have to come and clean up after you?
Well, we were in an alley, I think, the first time I did it.
Oh yeah, as the garbage man, I said they're gonna find your like
my fleshy bits.
Yeah.
Oh God, who was murdered here? Yeah. That was fun. I wish we had stuck with that. It was interesting.
The mechanics were a bit wonky, but like the setting and just having powers like that is fun.
Yeah, I liked making the character. It was interesting.
Did you? Is there set powers that you can choose, or did you make up your own powers?
Yeah, there's like archetypes you can pick from, and they develop as you level up.
I'm trying to think. I remember I had an idea for a superhero because I was thinking about playing that game. Didn't end up doing it, but didn't we do like a one-off superhero thing?
It was just me and Frank, I think, that ultimately ended up showing up to Steven's thing. So I don't know if maybe you did one before that. Or you were setting a character up and you couldn't make it that day or something.
So I watched like My Hero Academia. I love the idea of having like a really shitty power that becomes really, really good in the end, just based on how you use it. So I think my original power was I could just change the color of something. And so I pick up a rock and I could turn it green, or I could turn it red, or whatever. But then it escalates to a point, I can't remember what it escalated to, but it was the idea of like how colors interact with physics. And how, like, for example, black...
Just like the light spectrum in general?
yeah, like how black will absorb light and how light will reflect light, and like I could go invisible by controlling colors, right? Like just almost like the spectrum. I don't know, like it was like it's something that escalated all the way up to like almost godhood, basically. And it
So
just started with like a simple color change. I thought
you
it
know
was
what you
like
could
super
do to fuck with people. The natural spectrum of light that's entering their skin, just shift it into the high ultraviolet.
And fry him.
What
Yeah,
did
well, there was an
Skin cancer,
ultraviolet.
man.
There was an ultraviolet power. Yeah, I totally just remember that. Oh man, it was so cool though, because I was like, how do I take a really shitty power and then end up becoming like having it being super powerful?
I've
And I
listened
was
to a
like,
couple of lit RPG books kind of based around that, where they've got like fucking bottom barrel thing, and then essentially they figure out a way to glitch it, you know, and um, to being ultra useful. And
The game Dispatch has a funny character that has like a shitty superpower.
yeah, I played the demo to that game. That wasn't too bad. You get to pick what superheroes respond to a crisis, and then you get scored on, you know,
Yeah,
the right power for the right circumstance or the right mentality.
yeah, it's pretty good. The first 4 episodes are out. It's really good so far.
oh, like part of the power was making something. I called it like ultimate black, where it was so dark that light couldn't penetrate it, or something like that,
Yeah.
which could essentially like kill things. You know, like there are things that need light to survive type deal. And then eventually changing color of things at a subatomic level so they decay at an extremely rapid rate, causing them to release an immense amount of energy, essentially creating atom bombs.
Did you watch what was it, Thunder or something? What was that Marvel movie that came out? It was about like the second rate heroes.
Oh, the Thunderbolts?
Yeah,
Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts. You know, like the main bad guy in that one. Towards the end, he was just like an all black shadow, right?
The Void.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Void. I thought that was a cool light thing. That's kind of what I imagined whenever you were talking about Ultra Black.
Yeah, can I show you guys my Skyrim? My Skyrim save.
Sure, we're not doing anything else. But yeah, I do think that the game's canceled tonight, so I'm gonna stop streaming.